there is always that one underground rapper, you feel what I'm saying? You know, the one that's building, you know what I'm saying, a cult following, you know, dropping heat and slowly creeping into everyone's playlist, you know, song by song. Maybe you heard them on SoundCloud, maybe it was a TikTok snippet, but now their name is showing up everywhere. And right now, there's a storm. One of these underground names is about to break through the ceiling and go from underground to mainstream. So today, I'll be breaking that down. Who is the next underground rapper who is about to blow up? You feel me? Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow the Instagram, follow the Twitter. Links in the description of the pinned comment. Also join the Discord server if you have it as well. I'm gonna be doing some viewer events soon. I have one where we're gonna be doing viewer hot takes. So if you just join up the Discord, tap it with the com, and yeah, for me, let's get into it. Now, before we talk about what exactly is considered, you know what I'm saying, a mainstream rapper, we have to talk about, you know what I'm saying, what are the boundaries, right? So first off, I usually like to look at it through monthly listeners, even though like a lot of the times that doesn't really matter sometimes. Like it's just like a stat. I feel like it's a good like starter way to look at it, like if someone's like mainstream or not, right? So in my opinion, right, say you have below 500,000 monthly listeners, right? That means you're underground, right? If you have around like, let's say 500,000 to a million, that's like you're underground, but like you're getting somewhere, right? If you have 1 million to like say 2.5 million, that's like underground, but like you're almost like you're underground, but like you're not, like, you feel me? In my opinion, once you're like above 2.5 3 million monthly listeners, they're not really underground anymore, right? So boom, right? If a rapper has about 3 million monthly listeners, they're not underground anymore, right? Because like 1 million 2 million, that's like they're still underground, but like they're close, right? For example, Osama Son, he has about 1 million monthly listeners, right? He's close to being, he's still underground, but like he's almost there, you feel me? So that's just one way to look at it. And some other like milestones I had for, you know, a rapper that's no longer underground is, you know, if they have like a Billboard placement, if they have a certified RIAA gold platinum song, if they have like heavy TikTok presence, like they're all TikTok heavy, like their music is heavy on TikTok. You know, maybe an XSL freshman list. If they're in the XSL freshman list, they're not necessarily underground. Like for example, Ian, he was underground, but he's no longer underground anymore. Or if they're signed to like a big label, right? So, you know, artists like Yeat, Ken Carson, you could say Destroy Lonely, those are rappers that are not underground anymore, right? Because, you know, they've already hit all of those milestones, right? So those are the boundaries, right, for a rapper that isn't underground anymore, right? So here comes the big question, right? Who is next out of the underground? My bad if I hear like ambulance whistles or whatever. I'm low key in the trenches. I ain't gonna lie. Nah, but yeah. Who is the next rapper out of the underground, right? Now, realistically, let's be honest here. It's probably gonna be either Osama Son or Netspend, right? And I'm kind of leaning towards more Osama Son, right? And here's why. First off, let's look at monthly listeners, right? And this isn't like the biggest like reason why, but this is just like one of the reasons why, right? So when Netspend dropped his album Bad Kid, right? He had like about, I think, 1 million monthly listeners, and now he's at like 900K, right? And that's not a bad thing. That's still really good for an underground rapper, right? But if you look at Osama Son, right, he has about 1 million, right? So it's like just off of that alone, right? And Jump Out dropped like what, 4 months ago, right? And Netspend's album dropped like December, so like 6-7 months, like 6-7 months ago. You feel me? But mouthful. But like, you feel me? Like, it's been a while since Netspend dropped, and I feel like, because you know what, Osama Son's definitely more consistent than Netspend, and I feel like, you know, to get out of the underground, you gotta be consistent for sure. That's one of the main things for being a rapper. You gotta be consistent. You can't be like, you know, super underground and then drop like every 3 years all into like Cardi timing. You feel me? Like, you gotta like you gotta be dropping. You feel me? You gotta be dropping music. So I feel like that's one of the reasons why I think it's Osama Son. But the thing is though, Osama Son's not one of the most consistent rappers in the underground. In my opinion, the most consistent rapper in the underground right now is probably Glock 40 Spaz. Bro, that nigga drops music like every single week. I'm telling you guys right now, every time I see his page on Spotify, it's a new song. Like, he literally just dropped a song like 2 days ago. You feel me? So I feel like he can definitely go up for sure. And he's going up. I mean, he just got released from jail. He's gonna drop an album soon, I think. It's called Baby World 2. So it's gonna be fire. But yeah. You feel me? Consistency is definitely one of the most important things when, you know, being in the underground, right? Another reason why I think Osama Son is gonna be, you know, next up is because
like he's known, right? He's like known, like niggas have started to like know who he is, right? For example, on TikTok, he started to get like people will put his music on TikTok. Like, if you guys know the song "Slime You Out," and there's some like other leaks, some other songs that are on TikTok a lot too. So you know, just him getting that like popularity from TikTok, you know, that's bringing him some, you know, new fans as well. So I feel like that's definitely another thing. And like other rappers too, like, are starting to notice Osama Son too. I remember I saw something about like Lil Uzi knows who Osama Son is or something like that. If I can find it, I'll put it up on the screen. But yeah, Lil Uzi knows who Osama Son is. Ken Carson knows who Osama Son is, and you know, I'm pretty sure they've been each other for a while, because if you remember back in 2023, Ken Carson, right? Or no, not Ken Carson, Osama Son, right? Osama Son was getting a lot of beef or whatever from Ken Carson because a lot of people think they sounded alike, which is funny because I remember back in the day, the only song that I think that sounds like Ken Carson from him is Cutter from Osama Season. That's really the only song that I think that sounds like Ken Carson, right? But it's funny because now, right, if you look at Jump Out More Chaos, I'm not gonna lie, it does kind of sound like More Chaos sounds like Osama Son, just like slightly, like a little bit, you feel me? So I feel like that's definitely something too. Yeah, like niggas have started to know Osama Son, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, if we're keeping it a buck, Osama Son's gonna be next. If he's able to be this consistent, you feel what I'm saying? And the thing I like about Osama Son too is that like he keeps going, right? And what I mean by this is that, you know, he's always constantly being leaked, right? His family got leaked, you know, older videos of him got leaked, like thousands of songs got leaked from him. Even his own tape, you feel me? If you know, you know, you feel me? Even his own tape got leaked. If you know, you know. And like, he's still going at it, bruh. That ass. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? So yeah, I just think if Osama Son like just be more consistent, then he could definitely be mentioned for sure, 100%. Netspend has the potential too, in my opinion. Netspend does have the potential too, because niggas know who Netspend is too. And at one point, Netspend was more popular than Osama Son. So I feel like those two, in my opinion, in my eyes, can be next to the underground for sure. But y'all let me know down in the comment section below. Who do y'all think is the next rapper out of the underground? Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow the Instagram, follow the Twitter. Links in the description and the pinned comment. Join the Discord. We're gonna do mad events. We're gonna do viewers hot takes very, very soon, which I'm excited for. So if we just join the com, you feel me? And we do all of that. You feel me? Just do all of that. You feel me? It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit. But yeah. See y'all, and I'm gonna be doing more polls too for like what videos y'all want to see next, so you know I can see what y'all, you know what I'm saying, I can see what y'all want to see, you feel me? So yeah, love you niggas, y'all niggas stay safe. I'm gonna see y'all boys later, man. Peace.